Okay, so welcome to 1-2 Strong Conference Wrap-Up. It literally was so amazing. If everyone can mute themselves real quick. It'll take me a minute. I'll try. There's still some background if somebody. Okay, somebody else is still going. I can't tell who it is.
Emily is still unmuted.
Emily is?
I'm not sure who Wolpert is, but that one is, Emily got herself muted now.
Okay. Oh, yeah, there's just still a lot. It's not letting me get everybody. Okay. Okay, so I'm so excited. There's more excitement and energy back from conference. It was so amazing that I didn't work except for Sally Joe. Where's your pom poms? That's the only way we can really show the excitement. Okay, hold on. There's a lot of background.
Somebody's got to mute it out.
I can't tell who that is though.
The only one I see is David Brandon.
I muted him. Okay, it's quiet now. Hold on. Okay. So yes, so there's just so much excitement that as you guys hear, there's going to be a ton. There's a bunch of different speakers that's going to go over some stuff. They're going to go over a ton, like craziness, corporate stuff that is so stinking exciting that all of this is going to take you guys to the next level. So first of all, we're going to start with, I will tell you, before conference even started, there was like, after the first Thursday, after Thursday, I was like, okay, well, I've done my learning. I'm ready to go. Like it was such amazing information that I'm going to have Dr. Terry. I'm going to share my screen real quick. Dr. Terry is going to go over. The Burdicks had a, let's start from start. Okay. The Burdicks had a conference training and a pre-conference training that was so amazing. She comes back to our room and you guys, all of us, as she's going through all of her notes, we're like, oh my gosh, this was Wednesday night, okay? So as she's telling us all of her stuff that she learned from there, I'm like, shoot, we don't even have to go to a conference. You just brought so much information and excitement and fun. And like, I was like, okay, well, all right, we'll pack our bags. Let's go out to eat and go home, you know? It's just that awesome. So Terry, go ahead and take it over and let's hear all that you got.
Okay, so you're going to have to click for me since you have control over there. So, yes, so the Burdicks had a training, a pre-conference training, which was absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I couldn't get there on time. It started at 1 o'clock. It was 1 to 7 on Wednesday, and the earliest flight I could get in was 1:50. So I missed the first little part of it, which is awesome, with James Knight and Dan Furlong and Mary somebody talking about social media and branding yourself online. I will get that piece for you because I think somebody recorded it, so I can bring that to you at a later time. But from the part that I got, I walked in when they were starting to ask Bob and Sue different questions about their life, just off questions, whatever they thought. So these are some of the things that he had said. So we get paid to develop friends around the world and leave a legacy. Because they were asking him, why do you keep doing this? Why don't you just retire? You don't need to do this anymore, right? We've heard that several times for people that have been in it really long. Like, why do they keep going? Why does Jay Martin keep, going around the world? He doesn't have to, right? He's a gazillionaire. He could stay at home and play golf and do nothing, but they keep traveling because it's not work, right? When you have this much fun and you have all these friends, it's not work. You're developing friends. So they keep doing it and to go around the world and to leave a legacy. They were talking about Bob, which for those of you that know Bob, he is anything but an introvert and shy anymore. However, if you know anything or have seen pictures from his past, he was not always that way. So he laughs about how Sue actually is the one that asked him out and picked him up in a bar because he was too shy to talk to her. So anyway, so he says for shy people, he was worried about sharing this with people because he was afraid of what will people think. And can you guys hear me okay? Okay. So he was afraid about what people think. And Jeff Roberti said to him, listen, what people think of you, they already think. This is not going to change anything. So if any of you struggle, like a lot of us, with, oh my gosh, what are people going to think? You know, here we are peddling fruits and vegetables. It doesn't matter. What people think about you doesn't matter. They already think what they think. So the other little tidbit that they talked about is sit down and make a list of 5 to 7 people in your life, because that's really probably all there is. There's only really 5 to 7 people that their opinion actually does matter to you, right? So make your list. And then when you have that thought about what is this person going to think, if they're not on that list of the 5 to 7 people, who cares? It doesn't matter, right? So that was one thing.
Why is that not working?
They also talked about if you were in a tight position, so when you're thinking about people and what they're going to think, and really it doesn't matter, because you know, you can think to yourself, if you were in a tight position financially, like you couldn't pay your rent or your mortgage or what have you, would that person step up and pay your mortgage for you? No, more than likely they're not going to, right? So you need to do what's best for you and think about you, and not worry about what other people think. You have no control over that. And when you're talking about a team, so they asked about, you know, his partnership and working with your spouse, and how do you make it work, and has it always been great? Because they spend so much time together and travel together. And he said what they've learned is to play to each other's strengths, right? You guys know, if you've ever been around them, Bob is very big on the numbers. He's very much the numbers guy, and he's very good at that. And Sue is more of the kind of the relationship loving, you know, mama type. So, but he just said, whoever you're teaming up with, whoever you are, you know, doing this as a team with, no matter how big your team is, really, play to each other's strengths, right? When you have a baseball team, not everybody's a pitcher. You have to have the catcher, the first base, right? Not everybody can be that person, right? You can't all be the catcher. So you have to play to everybody's strengths and find out what they are, so that you build a solid team, because that's how you move forward. And trying to make somebody something that they're not, right? We've all heard the story of the bird, the eagle that got in the bird's nest, right? So anyway, playing your strengths. They also asked him about duplication and how do you get people to duplicate, and these people are doing all this stuff. And he said, really, it doesn't matter who you are or what you're doing, you are duplicating. Which is true, right? If you don't like what you're duplicating, look in the mirror, because you are leading by example for your team and what you want your team to be. So if you're kind of hemming and hawing or wishy-washy, or, you know, in one day and out the next day, that's why your team is doing that, because they're following what you're doing. So be a better leader. Do what you want your team to do. I think he said it was like Joan of Arc went into battle, and, you know, they said, well, how do you know who's going to follow you? And they said, it doesn't matter. I'm going. I'm not going to look back. So when you're off and running and you're doing what you need to do and leading by example, people will follow you and your team will do what you're doing. And he also said, somebody questioned him about, you know, well, what about that person that's a, you know, 6 club or a 12 club that's been in your business for years and years, and that's where they're at. And he said, you know what, this is everybody's journey. This is everybody's personal journey, and that person is out maybe where they want to be. And he said, you know, he's a numbers guy. So he's like, you know what, even if they're a 12 club and doing nothing, that's $2,000 a month for me, right? So people have to be at their own journey, and you have to let people go at their own pace and do this on their own and give everybody the dignity of their own journey. Not everybody's going to be a 100 club national marketing director, whatever. They might just be a 12 club, and that's all they need to be, and that's all they want to be, and that should be okay with you. Okay, click. Okay, so he said one of the things he brought up is, what about those people that have been in the business for a long time, and you're trying to get people to come alongside you, and they're like, oh yeah, well, you know, that's where you're at. And he said, don't fall for that. Don't fall in that trap. It's your journey, and only you know where you've been. And he just reiterates and says, look, this is where I'm at. This is where I see other people are doing. This is where I'm going. Do you want to come along? I'm going with or without you. Do you want to come along? So don't get stuck in, oh, I coulda, shoulda, woulda, be a different place. You're at where you're supposed to be. He says, they asked him, what does he say to people when they ask him what he does? He says, we inspire healthy living around the world and offer people a plan B when their plan A didn't work. And then he said, shut up. Don't say anything. Be quiet. They will tell you what they're interested in depending on what they ask about, right? Inspiring healthy living, how do you do that, right? They're interested in that mission or the product or whatever. Or if they comment on, well, what's a plan A, plan B? How do you do that, right? Then they're interested more in like the business side. So if you just say that comment, they will tell you what they're interested in. So when you're listening to other people, right, comparison, it will get you. And comparing yourself to other people or listening to what somebody tells you can and can't do, don't buy into somebody else's story, right? It's that whole thing about the crabs in the basket. When you're trying to get out and move ahead and move up, people are going to try and grab you down and hold you down and tell you can't do something or whatever. Don't buy into people's story or where their self-limits are. This is you. You can do whatever you want to do. He said, when you're talking about events and going to events, if you're having a bad day and it's very easy to talk yourself out, I'm having a crappy day, you need to go to the event, right? Y'all have seen, or those of us that were at conference, there's nothing else that's going to pick you up like that, right? There is so much energy and excitement at the event. So if you're having a bad day, he said, you need to be at the event. And if you're having a good day and you're out there and you're like, woohoo, this is the best day and all that, then the event needs you there, right? Because we need those people at the event to help the ones that had the bad day. So that was really cool. And then he said, as far as coming to conference, we get hung up sometimes on the number of people that you bring. And he said, stop thinking of it really as the number of people, but the way you're going to grow and the way you're going to explode your business is bringing people from different lines, right? He's all about going wide and building. So really it's not the number of people, because I can bring 5 or 7 people from the same line, but that's not good, right? It's the same line. So bring 5 or 7 people from different lines, right? I hope that makes sense. And then the last part of their pearls is they were talking to them about their story, and Sue stood up and commented about she felt like she tells the same story, it gets boring, blah, blah, blah. She goes, I can stand up here, tell my story, and I can look out at the audience and people are mouthing the words to my story, right? So she's like, wait a minute, maybe this is boring. Maybe I need to change it up. Maybe I need it to be different. But she said, when I would talk to people and I would run into them and they would say, hey, Sue, this is my friend Stacy. Can you tell her your story and tell it exactly like you told me, right? They want their friend to hear the same excitement that they heard. So she said, it's really important. It doesn't matter how many times you tell your story or how boring it seems to you. Always tell it the same way, because that's what people are wanting. They're bringing friends to the event for them to hear your story just like you told it to them. Okay, so that was the end of that section with the verdicts. And then the next part, oh my gosh, this was amazing. I want to go live with this woman. Her name is Celine Egan, and she is, excuse me, she is from Australia. She's been in the business for like 23 years in Australia, and she is originally from Ireland. And she and her husband, Mick, decided to move halfway around the world to do something different. They had done a bunch of traveling and didn't want to stay in Ireland. They were looking for someplace else to go. So they landed in Australia, and she was in banking. I can't remember exactly what she did, but it had something to do with big wig and banking industry. And she was tired. She got up one day and she's like, wait a minute, I am no better. I'm doing nothing here that's any different than if I was in Ireland. We moved to be different and we're doing nothing different. And so I'm still doing all this, but now I'm away from my family. So how do we make it better? So her upline in the business, she didn't really talk about how she found the Juice Plus company, but the person that brought her on is named Christine. And Christine said to her one day, what if it could be different, right? What if you're this little direct sales, what if your direct sales business could be different and make a difference? And so she decided that she would give it a shot. She had a long talk with her husband, Mick, and just said, okay, I'm going to give this a shot. They decided to do a 1-year commitment and go full out and see what they could do. Now, this was 23 years ago, 2018, something like that, years ago at this point. So they decided to go full out. She was still working full time. And when she got started, she had 2 kids under the age of 2. She was a big, excuse me, she was a big introvert. And so going out and talking to people like petrified her. So she decided she was going to turn it into a mission of finding friends. That's how she told herself. Sorry, talking too much. That's how she got herself to go do stuff. So she made a deal with herself that while she was at work, before she could eat her lunch, she had to make 2 to 3 connection calls and just connect with people, not even really anything, but just talking to people. So she had to do those calls and talk to people before she allowed herself to eat her lunch. She had the big goal at the end of a year of where she wanted to be, but she talked about the importance of making those small goals. And so she went out in the evenings to events. Her husband watched the kids. She went out in the evenings to events. She spent a lot of time, networking and trying to be better at getting out and finding friends. But even though she had this big goal, her belief wasn't really there fully. I mean, she thought, okay, maybe, what if it happens? But it really wasn't there until her first small goal was to buy, she called it a fridge freezer. I guess in Australia, they don't have really fridge freezers. And she wanted to be able to make food ahead of time and prep food and have a freezer to put it in. And so her small goal was to buy herself a fridge freezer. And it wasn't until she got a check and was able to go down, pick out the exact fridge freezer that she wanted, and pay cash for it from her Juice Plus money, that she really truly believed that this might actually work. So she talked about the importance of making sure people have small goals, because that's really what turned her belief. Once she hit that, she was like, if I can do that, I can do anything. So after a year of doing this, she retired herself from that job. So she was like, oh my gosh, this really could work. Now, Celine is, if you want to tab, Celine is actually half owner in Juice Plus Australia. She does a lot of teaching and mentoring and building. And what she has done in Australia, she said she's proud of who she's become and who her kids have become. Watching her in this process has been more of a thing. And she says, I am a leader ready to change the world, and I'm looking for other leaders ready to do that too and to step up. So what she's created in Australia and what she really pushes on, Stace, flip the slide. What she really pushes on is one team, one mission, just like we're doing. It doesn't matter who your upline is. She embraces you. She will work with you. It doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're ready to work and you're ready to put in what you need to put in. And so she says some of the tips to making this work is you may consider yourself already kind of a fabulous learner, but you need to be a fantabulous listener. Listening to what people want, really paying attention to what they want, not already formulating what you're going to say while they're talking, right? Truly listening to their need and what they want. It might not be Juice Plus or a business right now, right? So if you can help them with something else along the way and build the relationship and build the trust in that, it can work into this. So she asked people, are you prepared to make the sacrifices needed to build this business? So if you have to say no to a few things for a year, to never have to say no to anything again and go all out, are you ready to do that? So one of the trainings that she does is with this Jack Canfield. So if you click, this is a slide. It's from the Living the Success with Jack Canfield. He's the one that also wrote the Chicken Soup for the Soul books. But anyway, so this is the closest I could find to it. What she did on the board is she drew a picture, and above the line, that yellow line, above the line, she put 100% responsibility. Right? You're going to take ownership, accountability, responsibility, 100% responsibility for your life, for your actions, for your results. Everything is you. below the line is where we tend to operate as human beings. We tend to drop below the line. And we either start playing the blame game, right? It's my family, it's my upline, it's my sideline, it's my friends, I don't have enough time, whatever it is, right? We have the blame game, or she called it the shame. This says excuses, but she had blame, shame, and justify. Blame, shame, and justify. So, but when she trains new people, she says, look, I could do this for you, but I'm not going to. And you can click. She says, when I do this for you, it robs the person of the experience for doing it themselves, right? Y'all know when you set a goal or set something and you achieve it, you feel proud of yourself, right? For doing it, you did it. So if you do this for your team, you rob them of that experience. And you're also not raising people up to be successful. You're making it about you and your ego and not about them. So really, if you start to feel like things aren't going in the right direction, she says, take a step back and ask, what is my part in all of this, right? And then she says, she talks about, they had this quote, doubt will move you out of action, right? Doubting yourself, the process, the whatever, but action will take you out of that doubt. So just keep moving, keep doing, and listen to your team. So she asks them all the time when they come to her, if they're, having problems or whatever, she asks them, are you operating above the line or below the line? Right? Because awareness is the key. Where are you at? And so she said, this is funny too with your children, because your children will learn this. And this is also about life, not just about this business. And so she said in her household, she now has 3 boys. She had the 2 when she got started, she had a third. So 23, 21, and 19. And they will come to her now and say, Mom, are you operating above the line or below the line? So they will hold you accountable. It's kind of funny. Okay, so the next part really quick is she does an ACE checkup. And ACE stands for attitude. How is your attitude towards the business, towards your team, towards the company? We should be operating, click Stacy, we should be operating on a attitude of gratitude every day, right? Be thankful for where you are. Be thankful for this process. Be thankful for your team, your business, your company, the products, this industry, everything. Have a thankful attitude every single day. And get up with the attitude and the idea of who can I impact today, right? Who can I reach out to and make a difference? The C stands for commitment. It's all about, I don't care how you feel. I don't care who you are, right? If you had a regular job, you could just stay in bed. So this is your job. So get up every day, get dressed, and go to work. It's called network marketing, right? It's work. It's not sit at home, play on the computer. So, okay. So the way in effort, E is for effort. So the way she decides if you are working, she will only work with the workers. The way she decides if you're working is to watch your feet and not your lips. So if there's no action, you don't work with them. You love on them. They are where they are, but you work with the workers. You can't save everybody. Don't determine your pace. So if you decide that you're going to run and you're going to do this and you have big goals, then keep running. Don't stop because somebody, I want to go slow, right? That's okay. They can go slow, but you need to keep running. She does these different grid challenges to see who's working, and we can go over it later, but she does a 10-day grid, a go for no challenge. She has a 100 club worksheet that she does. And really, she said at the end of the day, she kept saying proud out loud. It was really cute. So anyway, okay, the last one, and then I'm done. This was a lot of stuff. Now, y'all, there's a Australia, New Zealand YouTube page with all of these trainings on it from her that you guys can watch, but this is her last part. It's called the 5 P's to a Successful Business. And you can see, number 1, you plan to succeed, right? Without a plan, it's failure. So you plan to succeed. People, it's all about people and building relationships and, loving on people. Presentation, again, she requires all of her people to attend one training that somebody else puts on. And then also, it doesn't matter if you're in the business for a day or a week or a month, it doesn't matter. You will do one live event and one live event like at your house or one online event every week. And that's how they're moving so fast. You must be professional. You need to give above and beyond great customer service. Be the person that they expected you to be. Above customer service. And then also she talks about, this is a business. So have your own personal only Juice Plus business account that your checks go into, your bonus money goes into, and you use that for your expenses like conference, whatever. And that's professional. And then plot your beliefs. So do this on a daily, weekly, monthly basis to see where your beliefs are at with the company, the industry, the product, and yourself. In the morning, start out with the I am affirmations. Remember that you attracts like. So whoever you're trying to attract, remember, you need to become that. So I am teachable. I am coachable. I am on fire. I'm going to do this. I'm courageous. Whatever you want to attract, that's who you need to become. And then at the end of the day, hold yourself accountable, right? At bedtime, say, was I teachable? Was I coachable? Was I, out there? And follow up from yourself for the day. So anyway, I think that's all. I know there was a ton. I tried to go really super fast. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that was awesome. Thank you so much, girl. Yay. Sorry, someone gave us candy.
Woohoo, candy.
Hold on. Okay, just wait. Okay. Somebody did that little ghost thing. They just dropped off at the house, so they're all like, "Ah, there's candy." Okay, you guys, hold on just 1 sec. I need you.
Did you take your Juice Plus scrap?
Oh my mercy! You gotta love this. You do it as you do life. I'm like, okay. Terry, thank you so much. Okay, I have to tell you guys. When she came into our room and she's telling us all these notes, we're all like, wait, hold on. And we're like trying to take all these notes and write it all down because we're like, this was in awe, right? Were you all just like, there's so many notes to take? And that was before conference. Yes. Wait. Uh-oh, my picture.
And I missed a huge chunk of it, so.
Hold on just a sec. Okay. My picture didn't come over. There we go. Okay. I just got tricky with it. Okay. There is so much information that happened at conference. I will tell you, one of the biggest parts was a bunch of things coming together. Okay. A bunch of you guys know there's been Transform program, there's HLR, there's 28 days. There's so many different elements of the Transform program that people have been using, complete transformation. So what is happening is we are having a healthy living revolution. All of those programs, everything is coming together to one. So you have like Jake Kelly, Jake Kelly, you have Jamie Kenzie, you have Mitra Ray, all of them coming together to make the most amazing program. And it's called, the hashtag behind it is Take Healthy Back. It's the most amazing. Like they're just trying to make it simple because a lot of people like you guys, Stacy, it's so difficult, right? The Transform, how does this work? Wait, how does the 10-day shred work? How does this, right? So this is going to be such a simplicity way. And hold on. I don't know why it's like coming up one at a time. I guess that was really tricky when I did it. Hold on. I didn't know I was this tricky. Okay. So one thing that's coming with the Healthy Living Revolution is if you've ever been on the HLR, they have an amazing website. That's a Healthy Living Rules. Absolutely amazing website. So what they're taking, they're putting that together with the Transform program, which is this healthylivingrevolution.com. Okay. You're going to have recipe cookbooks. You're going to have ambassadors, children activities, so much information that it's going to be absolutely unbelievable. And I don't like how it comes. Okay. So, and this is going to be a way to meet your community, focus on whole food nutrition, jumpstart program teaser, representative resource center with actually a password and everything. Okay. All right. It's going to build excitement and curiosity. You have the Healthy Living Revolution shirt. Make sure you jump online, okay, on your Juice Plus virtual office and grab a shirt, you guys. It's the cutest thing. It's that picture. And it says Healthy Living Revolution. It makes people ask questions. On the back of it, it says take healthy back, hashtag take healthy back. That is the coolest thing. Make sure you're using that as your hashtag on Facebook because it's so amazing. Also the Healthy Living Revolution, great one. All right, so there's 3 parts to the Healthy Living Revolution. First one is make one simple change, okay? Nothing changes there, you guys. You have one simple change. Some people start with the trio. Some people start with the shakes. To be honest with you, I never start with a duo. It's a trio or it's the shakes. That's just how it is, or a Tower Garden, or Transform Program, okay? So this is just somebody saying, you know, I'm ready to make that one simple change no matter what that is, okay? Then you also have the Shred 10. So it's not called a 10-day shred. It's actually being called the Shred 10.
Okay.
What that is, it's kind of like that jump start, right? A lot of people are doing it to just jump start into it. And then they have the maintenance program, which is going to be the Transform program, okay? That may be your T30. They do it for 30 days. They may do the T120, which is for 4 months, which is all I really do is the T120. That's all I promote. Because if you're going to take Juice Plus for 4 months, why are we not going to do the rest of it for 4 months, right? All brand new red blood cells, bam. Okay, and then you have, you know, T365, which is what you do for life. So all of this is going to be coming all together as one. And this whole website and everything is going to be out in December. So just a month away, it's all going to be here. It is going to blow your mind. Like when we're sitting there watching it, and I will post the video from it right after this. I was going to play it on here, but there's way too much information. Okay. So absolutely going to blow your mind. So super excited. So watch out for that. Of course, I'll post it on there once we have it up there. Another thing is application renewal. Who here gets so annoyed because you're like, okay, crap, it's October. Do I wait and sign them up? Do I not? Because the renewal date's coming, right? And so they're like, do I pay now? Should I wait till after? Well, the cool part is now they're going to start doing anniversary dates. So if you sign up today, it's going to be next year today. Okay, so that's like, yay, look at the pom-poms going, woohoo! So that's awesome. Also, the renewal with the PCI compliance. Okay, they're no longer going to be doing the renewal auto deduction. Okay, you know how some people just keep continuing and continuing? They'll actually have to go online, click the PCI, and click that they want to continue. Okay, so that is also new. Okay, this part, I can't even tell you how excited I am, okay? All I have to say is write this down. December 31st. You are going to work with as many people as possible to get promotions, okay? This is for them. You used to be able to do a HLP, which is the 500 PVCs, 500 points in 30 days, and get $250 bonus. Not HLP, sorry, 2,000 plus, I'm so sorry. The 2,000 plus and get $250. Well, now, up until December 31st, anyone that gets a 2,000 plus is going to get an extra $300, they're gonna get $300 instead of $250. Okay? Now, that's not just for the person doing it, it's also for the sponsor that's helping them. Okay, the next one is even better. So the next one is fast track to sales coordinator. So if you or if anyone that you're helping gets to sales coordinator the fast track way, they are now going to get a $750 bonus, and so is their sponsor helping them. You guys, that's $750. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Okay, you guys think of that. So just think in your head, who can I help? Right, this is around Christmas time. This is when everyone's like, they're looking for extra money. We have to help people. Somebody has some background noise. So this is huge, huge, huge. You're going to see a lot coming on this, and because you want to take advantage of this. This is till December 31st, okay? And I already said all that. I forget it's all tricky like that. We already went through this. This is cool. Just imagine you promote to fast track to sales coordinator and earn $750. And when you promote a 2,000 plus on your team, you earn an additional $300, which is a total of $1,050. Give me a woo! I know I'm gonna have to do like a little horn. So this is awesome. Okay, the Omega Blend. I cannot wait until this comes out. Okay. This is going to be stage launched in 2016, end of 2016, fall 2017. It's going to be a vegan 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 from vegetarian whole food sources, cold pressed oils, So it's absolutely going to be amazing if it's a Juice Plus line, unique to the market. There's nothing else even like it out there. Let's see. Also, this is pretty exciting. I've been around a long time, for goodness sakes. They're going to have a vegetarian capsule. They're working on the vegetarian capsule. It's actually in European and North American. Okay, that's working out there, and it's going to be coming here. So they've been working with this manufacturer for 3 years. They had to overcome significant challenge. Extensive testing has been completed, and technical challenge completely have been overcome. And so it's coming our way. Woo! So we're going to be vegan soon. All right, folic acid. There's so many questions out there about folic acid, this, that, you know. So what's going to happen is they're actually going to remove the folic acid from the soft chews. Okay, the capsules will be replaced with natural folate. Okay, and actually on your virtual office, there's information about that on there. Okay, so you want to go there and the plans for it and all that kind of stuff. All right, this is super cool. They're actually, the packaging of the complete bags are changing. Obviously, you can see the little more stout, shorter, and wider. And to me, it looks like it's going to be able to sit on my counter, which I'll be super excited. So it's going to have the same amount inside of it. It's just going to be an easier package. Okay, this study is super cool because you know everything in Juice Plus is about research. This is going to be an aging study, and what they're doing is greater than 55 years old compared to younger people. Can Juice Plus slow down aging? You know all those skin beauty products out there? So how exciting to get the results back on this one. This one is just starting, so you're gonna have to wait on just a bit. But that is super cool. This is one of those studies that this is what women want to hear, right? Let's see, brain health. That one is coming on the Omega. Soundboard. Who on here? Do you guys have Soundboard where it sends it off to Twitter and all that? All those different cool sayings. Is anybody signed up for a Soundboard? No. Okay, well, it's actually pretty cool if you use Twitter, but it's actually going away October 31st. You can go on, this is gonna be a thing that's called, it's a social media, I forget what the name of it, does it say it on there? So you can actually go on there now and get it. What it's going to do, sorry, I'm gonna go back one. What this is going to do is, it's kind of the same thing, but you're gonna use it for all of social media. Okay, it's going to post different health posts and stuff for your social media. Okay, so this is not something you have to have. This is something I definitely am going to have. I was actually going to go on tomorrow and look at it and get it. So weekly suggested content, you can just go on there and search it and post it. Okay, so there, get your friends excited about living healthy with curated videos and stories you can share throughout social media. Right? How many times you're like, I don't know what to post, I don't know what to do, this and that. This is gonna take care of that for you. All right, and this is the cost. So if you just wanna work Twitter, okay, 10 tweets a week, it's $5 per month, okay? If you want to work Facebook and all those others, and you're gonna actually, this one, you're actually gonna be the one that posts. So they'll give you the suggested, and all you have to do is go on, grab it, and you can post in either site or all the sites at one time. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is this one that's $15 because they're going to post it for me, so they'll take all my brain work out of it for me. So woo! So this is super exciting because it's just going to add some flair to it. So super fun. And there's also, I don't post it on here, I don't think. There's going to be a poll on this tomorrow, and I just posted on Facebook on our One Team Strong website on our Facebook page. Okay. And it's tomorrow, 8:30 Central, I think is the time. You go. And you'll be able to learn more. This is just the information we have so far. All right. This has been amazing. Customer account access. Everyone will be able to have access to their own accounts here shortly. Okay. It is going to save so much time. This is what it's going to look like if you can see it on here. What I'm really excited, so they can track their own orders. How many people call you, hey, when am I getting that order? Now they're going to be able to. They'll be able to delay it. They'll be able to view their payments. Everything they're going to have access to. And here's some more pictures of what it's going to look like. So I love this, how they can see payment 1, payment 2, payment 3. That's huge, you guys, because so many times this is energy that is wasted a lot of time that now they're going to be able to have access to. Or I should say, even credit card information over here. You spend so much time trying to get back and forth to get their credit card to change it. Now they're going to be able to change all of this on their own. Hold on, please. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here's track and order, delay order, view payment. Let's see. Again, on one-time shipments, they'll actually have an item, a little spot right here that they can reorder it. So if they're out of shakes, they can reorder their own shakes. Delay options will be 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 4 months, or discontinue. And just so you guys know, better communication, they are using this to, if anybody delays, if anybody cancels, you guys, they're going to notify us about that. So we'll be able to have, and it'll say reason for delay. And, like it says here, it's going to tell us exactly why they're delaying. So that's super exciting. So you're going to be able to know, no longer you're like, where's that customer? And then you call and find out that they've canceled, So now you're going to know all this information.
Look on available.
Let's see.
Wi-Fi.
Stuff. So this is going to give you tons of time to sit on the beach like this.
The new
And
Wi-Fi.
it's also going to help customer retention so they don't end up with too much juice plus to their place. It's just going to give them better customer service.
Weird
So it is super exciting.
box, whatever.
When does that start, Stacy?
This one, I have it written down in my notes. I'll have to get it to you because I can't see my notes right here.
Stop looking at that.
So I'll get that to you. I'll post it on our Facebook page for that. Sorry, Emily. Okay, children's health study. The coolest part about this is, my favorite part, is they're actually going to be able to do the children's health study from your Facebook or from your website. So they'll be able to go on to stacyzacher.juiceplus.com and fill out the information and sign themselves up for the children's health study. So give me a woo! Because so many people want to do that, right? And I have all those dates written in my notes if I was able to slice this down. This one is coming in, they think will be out at the end of, sometime at the end of November. So that will be out soon. All right, Tower Gardens, the family garden, the Tower Garden. The cool part is now it's going to be a community garden. There's a lot of schools, restaurants, food banks, churches, community organizations that can take advantage of this, or somebody that just wants to have a farm at their house, I guess. But the price of this, 12 towers, it's going to be $6,000. The retail profit on this is going to be $600. And then the points for this, the PVCs, is $4,050. And monthly installments for somebody is going to be $500. Because there's a lot of people that I've heard that really want to do something like this in their school with 12 towers. So now this is going to be a way for it all to come together and include together. So, all right. Let's see. Again, the tower farm is the same thing that we're talking about, compensation. All right, a few of my favorite things. Dun, da, 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 da. Okay, NMD benefits. Okay, you guys, this is so stinking exciting. Who can't wait to get National Marketing Director because you want benefits? Okay?
Whoop, whoop, me.
Right? So one thing that they're doing, you guys, they're adding to the benefits. Where all other companies are taking away, they're actually adding to the benefits. So they're adding chiropractic, telemedicine. So there's a ton of people in Juice Plus that you guys know that travel around or go on vacation, this and that. Travel a lot, I should say. But this is where I could literally, through my phone, call and talk to a doctor, like through FaceTime, telemedicine. It's the new time. It's like the Jetsons are coming. I'm just kidding. But I guess you Zoom with your doctor, but that is also included in it. And also you're going to have a health advocate that's going to work with you to take care of everything. So, so that's super awesome. But even better, sorry, I'm so loud. Somebody shut me down. Whoops. Even better, you guys, they just now have it as a QNMD, Qualified National Marketing Director. They are offering benefits. QNMD gets benefits. Why don't I hear any screaming in the background?
Woo!
Right?
Because we're all muted.
Holy crap, that's amazing! Yay!
Yeah, so fun. This is what we're getting. A QNMD can get dental. Okay, so it's not medical, but they can get dental, vision, telemedicine, life insurance, long-term care insurance, tuition reimbursement, and a health advocate. And they already get the holiday bonus for $500. So the difference will be, as a national marketing director, they'll be getting the medical chiropractic. So that is so stinking awesome. So let me get a woo. Okay. Another, you guys, cross-border shipments. I can't even tell you how many people are like, I want to, to Mexico. I have family in Mexico. I have friends here, friends there. We are now going to be able to do cross-border shipments. I need to unmute it, and I need some screaming.
Woo! Woo! That
That's awesome. Is that going to include Mexico too?
Yes.
Cool.
I have a question about Mexico. I've heard that they don't have like a delivery system. It's Carrie. I somehow have a black screen.
They use donkeys.
What's that? No, I have a distributor who has a ton of family in Mexico, and he said that there's no way to, like, they don't have UPS but I don't know how accurate that is. So I'm super curious what you know about Mexico.
I have a feeling a lot of the information is going to come out soon, but right there, they didn't get involved in all of that kind of stuff. Chances are they'll have to walk it to their door. I'm probably kidding. I don't know.
Stacy, I
Yeah.
talked to Dr. Madero about it, and he said that anywhere that FedEx goes is where we're going to be able to go. So they're working out a deal with FedEx to get their shipping rate locked in. And then so anywhere FedEx goes, we'll go.
Cool.
Statement. Wherever FedEx goes, we go. It's like this. So that's super exciting. Last I heard, it's going to come in like the second week in January, but we'll see. That's just the word on the street. All right. JJ is going to take over doing the, so that's all the information from the conference. There's a ton more, but that's a small version. JJ is going to take over and just do some couple bullet points from these breakout sessions that we had, and take it over, JJ.
All right. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. My internet has already gone out tonight while everybody else is trying to watch the World Series. So hopefully it stays in line. So the workshop that I'm going to talk about was done by Jenna Rude and Emily Spiegelmeier. And this one was really informative. It was talking about hosting events. And they talked about the 3 different kind of events. I don't know if my stuff was coming up on there or not. But the 3 events that most of the very successful people in Juice Plus are doing are virtual, in-person live events, one-on-one, and big events like conference, which now conference is going to be called live. So that gets a little bit confusing. But in-person events, salad parties, even one-on-one at a coffee shop is a live event. And within those events, every event they run the same way. 10 minutes on the product, 10 minutes on the company and the business, and then they share stories. So whether it's a salad party, a get-together, or even a one-on-one, they keep doing that same sequence to every single event. The other events that they talked about would be considered in-person events were panels. And they raved about panels, and panels being one, the opportunity to present entrepreneurs, storytellers, professionals, moms on a mission, all these different concepts. But it's a way to teach your team how to tell their story and give them a format to do that. Every event that they do where there is food around, they make food that features the complete. So the complete power bar, or the complete bars, but also the power balls that people make, and smoothies. So whatever you can do to feature the complete and offer food. Let's see. So the other thing they covered that I really liked was how to invite people, because I thought this was kind of interesting. Everything is a personal invite. No mass emails. Text messages, direct text messages, phone calls, but always, I thought of you because. Would you be open to? If I would you, that GoPro training talk. But they said, do not put anything on social media, no events, no calendar, no nothing on social media until you've personally invited all the people that you want to be there. So take the time to make those personal invites, then put it up on social media, and then you can use that as your RSVP, but personal invites first. And then when you're talking to people, ask for introductions. Do you know anybody else who would love to attend this event? So ask for those referrals. And then to follow up, the key is in following up immediately as fast as possible. Thank the people for coming. Check in with what they thought. And then again, you can ask for referrals and talk to them about other people who might be interested in coming to your events from then. I think that was about it. Oh, some of the events that they were using, because these were kind of fun. Yoga and smoothie events, optimal nutrition for busy parents, wine and wellness. And for panels, you can get really creative there on lots of different panels, but always a pretty general title for it. So you're not an immune panel, but you're, Moms on a Mission, or healthy living, the healthy living revolution, taking healthy back. So there's a lot of other ways to infuse people with different stories into each panel without specifically saying, oh, this is a cure for anything. So Days, I think that's pretty much it from all of my notes.
Yeah, a lot of that with the team building events, you guys, is have fun. Show them our culture by having fun as you do it. So, no, thank you so much, JJ.
Oh, you know what, Stace? There was one more thing that they said. They said, don't make your house perfectly clean. People don't want to think that you're perfect. They like feeling comfortable, and they like feeling like, oh, you're just like me. My house is dirty. So leave dishes in the sink, or if you have kids, let your kids go ahead and mess your house up a little bit.
Hey, I have no problem with that. So thank you so much, Jay. Sally Joe, your turn, baby. Sorry, I don't have your guys' stuff on here. I didn't have time to put it up here.
That's okay. Okay, so mine is, it's actually 2 sections because I'm the type of learner who I need to see it, hear it, and I need to write it down. So all of those, all the adult learning theory, I'm taking that into consideration. Plus, I need to be able to visualize a task in order to go off and do it on my own. So if you're not going to do it for me, or if we're not going to role play, then I need to be able to visualize it in my head. And so the first thing was the just one you. So I don't remember who presented that, but it did give me specific tools and directions to follow, which is what I needed, so that I was able to come back today and apply some of those things. So first of all, to evaluate, why am I doing this? Why am I even here? Do I have a passion to serve? What is my why? What do I want to accomplish? And then a huge thing for me is to be present in the conversation with your customers or your potential customers. For me, personally, I am always thinking about my answer. So I mean, that's just how I have developed professionally. That was my environment, so on and so forth, to anticipate what a person is going to say. So I'm learning how to listen, and I'm learning how to wait. So that was good. Listen to the words coming out of their mouths, and don't think about my answer or response. Be present. So that was very, very good. I thought of you because it's so powerful, and it does initiate a conversation. I did use that today, and I got a positive response. So I'm absolutely freaking tickled about that. You ask questions, and then you listen. So you wait for the response, and then you continue to probe and ask questions, because it's going to help me discover what it is that they need, so that I can make recommendations, or, I don't want to say customize, but I guess to a certain degree, customize whatever it is that they need. So am I going to sell them, if they wanted, whatever it is, I need to listen so that I know how to direct them. So that was important. And then asking them questions like, how do you take care of you? I would have thought to ask that, because I'm a fixer. So I would just wait for them to say whatever, and then I'd be like, okay, well, let's do this, or this is what I recommend. So that's a change for me. And then to say, wow, you have a lot going on. Have you considered, a nutritional program to meet your needs? I mean,
yeah, that's what we're doing, but I would have never thought of putting it like that. I mean, that's amazing. Tips on how to address cost issues, find out their needs, and then customize a nutritional plan. On the people that never return the calls or texts, you just circle back around. Tell them that their health is important to me. I have several people that have just like evaporated, but I'm still, letting them know that I'm here. I'm not going to give up on them. And then also being able to say, maybe this isn't right for you at this particular season of your life. So I have to figure out when that time is going to be. How to respond when people say, well, let me go talk to my husband. Say, you know what, that's a great idea. Let's go ahead and get him on a 3-way call. Give me some times and I can, I'll go ahead and, get Stacy or I'll get Emily or whoever, and we'll go ahead and answer any questions that you might have or that he has. Make sure that you write them down in advance, so on and so forth. And then we can customize a family program. So I thought that was really good too. And then going back to, what Luke said about, inviting people to the live event, the Zoom and recorded events. If it's like baseball, 3 strikes, you're out, and then put your energy towards the next person. So that was one part of it. And then the other one was Renee O'Neill on customer care. Because I look at my role as a dedicated consultant. One-stop shopping, here I am. So checking in every 30 days. So I do more than that. I'm probably like a once a week or every 3 weeks or something like that. Hey, how you doing? Just thinking about you, and then just leave it at that. If they respond, cool. If not, then that's fine. One thing I haven't done is created a private customer Facebook group yet. I just need to think that through. Sponsor a monthly live or customer appreciation event. I did that once and I had one person come, but that's okay. That was just, everyone was busy. So I'll, get more of those going. Create the customer profile in the binder. I have that. I'm so tickled that I'm organized with that respect. Send appreciation text. I started doing that at conference. Send videos that I think may interest them. I hadn't been doing that, but definitely an amazing idea. Text them and ask them how they feel and let them know that they're the heart of my business. So I've implemented some of those things and got some positive responses. So like I said, for me, I just need direction because this is all like so totally brand new to me. I've never been a customer in this type of an arena. So I had no expectations. So I just walked away and I just, I came back today. Today was really beneficial and productive. I made I reached out to 29 people today. So I'm just absolutely tickled with myself. So anyway.
That's awesome.
And
Thank
that's
you
it.
so much, Sally Joe. I love it.
Woo-hoo.
All right, Sarah Spite. Can you go over your few bullet points from the KCC?
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Oh, look, you even got my bullet points up there, Stacy. Okay. So she went over the customer experience and she broke it down into 4 steps. The first thing you want to do is you want to create a customer profile. Every single customer. And if you have customers that you don't have a customer profile for, call them up and say, hey, I don't remember, why did you order this in the first place? And write down their answer. And you're going to build on this for years to come. The second thing you want to do is you want to find out what information they're interested in. And you want to ask them if they want to be part of your Facebook group. You want to tell them about live and online events and invite them if they're interested. And you want to tell them about the online account management that's new and that you're still there for them to help them with things if they have questions or need help placing orders or changing things on their account. And then also tell them that you're going to check in monthly and make sure that they're having the best customer experience. So the second step is actually that 30-day personalized check-in. And you're going to do it differently every month, but it can be as simple as a text. And For the first 4 to 6 months that they're a customer, you're going to want to check in to make sure that they're taking their Juice Plus, and it helps them build up that routine. And then after that, yeah, mommy's on the iPad. And then you want to, you can just say, thank you for being my customer. Or you can tell them something that you saw. Yeah, here, look. There you go. You can say hi to everybody. You can tell them something that you saw that made you think of them, or tell them about another product, or tell them about an event that's coming up. And they have scripts that are on the Mission Driven Model. So you can literally go and copy those from the Mission Driven Model website and just paste. So the third step is, okay, hold on. So the third step is Facebook groups. You want closed groups with a clear description, and you want to talk to your team and make sure that everybody's active and responsible for the people that they have in the group. And you want it to be inspirational and about getting healthy together. So some of the things they suggest is using the virtual office themes, planning your posts. So have a different kind of post for every day of the week. Some of their suggestions were Tasty Tuesdays, doing like a recipe, Thirsty Thursdays, doing drink recipes or shake recipes, or even just post of people enjoying their shakes and stuff. Doing Fun Day Friday and doing one-day contests that last from 7 to 7. And it can be anything from show us a picture of you having water, or share a recipe, or whatever you can think of. And then, let's see. The other one they suggested was having a Saturday spotlight, where you spotlight your customers and the progress they've had or the results they've had. Engage your customers. And you want to also make sure you're engaging your customers outside of Facebook, and that you welcome new customers to the group. The fourth step is actually having in-person customer appreciation events. It helps expose them to other products and other related information. It makes sure they're actively experiencing a positive community, and it gives them a chance to meet other customers and learn about our positive, fun environment, and creates raving fans. So those are my my notes from her presentation.
Awesome. Thank you so much. No. Little pumpkin baby. All right, Alex Hatch. If you can go over Christine Abrell.
Yes. Okay. So she's been in the business for over 20 years, and her team name is Say Yes More Often, because that's what this business allows us to do. She talked about whether it was going on a dream vacation, or one of her team members was able to up and basically move to live with her dad for the last 6 months of his life without a pay decrease or having to miss work, or as simple as not missing any of your kids' activities. So whatever you want to say yes to more, this business allows you to do that. A couple things she touched on. Juice Plus is fruit and veggie happy pills, because I know we've all been there where if you forget to take it, you're not as happy as you are when you do take it. Our job is that we're paid storytellers. We get paid to collect the stories and to share them. We get paid to be healthy and to continuously learn. We were created to make an impact on this world. So she invites us all to lean into your yes. So why did you guys say yes to the business? Why do you continue to share this business? Stop shying away from that, and stop shying away from the things that make you uncomfortable or that make you fearful, because those take away from your ability to say yes. The more you do those things, the more you're going to get yeses, and the more you're going to be able to say yes. One thing she said that I love was that where'd it go? When she has someone she wants to talk to the business about, she tells them that she wants to do life with them, and that she's like, I want you to come play with me, so come play. So try approaching the business that way, because conference was not work, guys, right? And then the last thing was, go get your chicken list and invite people to play. like, you shouldn't have a chicken list, because kind of what they touched on earlier, like, who cares what they think about you? If they're not one of those 5 to 7 people, it doesn't really matter. So the final thing she said was, love every tear you're going to shed on this marketing plan, because those tears have led to more yeses in her life. That's it.
Alex, thank you so much. I wasn't able to get to this one, and absolutely, that was awesome information. Thank you so, so much. All right, Tammy, let us have it. Tammy is gonna Stephen Ritz, who doesn't love Stephen Ritz, who changes the world, one man that changes the world, and Jason Fowler. So let's hear it, darling.
All right, I'm going to go super fast because I know we're short on time, but I'm just going to say this. This is a man who took on the Bronx. He grew up in the worst part of the Bronx, and he took it from a drab, ugly environment with dirt and lots of poverty, and he is turning it green. And basically his motto is, I am not going to accept the things that I can't change. I'm going to change the things I cannot accept. I will put posts on our One Team Strong, so you can go back and look into Stephen Ritz a little bit more. But you're really going to do yourself a favor if you watch Stephen Ritz, because you will be motivated. If you don't know how to talk to an educator, watch Stephen Ritz and send me a message, because I've been doing this with special education and special needs communities for 20 years. And this is a passion that I'm like lit on fire about right now. So that's all I'm going to say about him right now. So I am just going to talk about Jason Fowler really quick. And so let me see here. 2008 Hawaii Ironman. He's completed over 140 road races, 30 marathons, and 25 triathlons. He was on a motorcycle as a kid when he landed at age 17, flat on his head, and changed his life forever. And he decided not to just sit and not to let life pass him by. I've already posted that link on One Team Strong. Again, if you want to get motivated, if you have someone that you need to motivate, he's your man. So anyway, that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, you guys. Stephen Ritz, and I was, again, Saturday, I wasn't there for Saturday, but from what I hear about Jason Fowler, he was a fireball. So Stephen Ritz and both of them, you could probably speak on them for a full hour yourself. So,
so like, just message me.
Yes. And that's the thing, you guys, a lot of that they talk about is, who do you hang with? Like, who are those people you listen to? Feed your mind, because that matters every single day. And I mean, if you listen to Stephen Ritz, How He's Changed the World, you're definitely not going to be like, I'm so bored today. You're like, I'm going to work and I'm going to change somebody's life here, right? So you definitely want to feed your mind the right way. So last one, it was going to be Christina, but because we ran out of time, we definitely went over. So I am going to actually get out of this, because I thought I would share the video this way and it's not. So can you still see my video? Or can you still see my screen? Is that a no?
No.
No, we can't.
No.
Not too far. Not too far.
Okay, hold on one sec. Because this is worth watching. Hold on. We're almost done.
My name is Dr. Mitra Ray.
And it's not Dr. Mitra. This is
Okay, guys, well, she's finding that. I don't know if you can see on there, but you can see a girl named Keisha in a reddish orange shirt. And can you just give her a woo-woo, because she is in medical school studying right now, listening in on this.
Hi! My Plus family.
I love you.
I love you more.
Okay, so real quick, I'm going to show this video. It's 4 seconds of whatever, and I'll skip it. So hold on just a second. Let me know if you guys can see this, or if you guys can hear it, because I'm not sure if it will actually work. So here we go.
Stack life purpose. You know your destiny. I'm going to show you 3 ways you can figure it out.
I want you to ponder these 4 questions.
Can you hear it?
The first question to ponder when you go home is why. Why go this far? Why try to learn this much? Why study? Why put yourself out? Why try to earn as much as you can earn, share as much as you can share? Why try to become all that you can possibly become? Why develop yourself to the full? Why try to do it all? Why try to take on this much responsibility? Develop every skill you possibly can, see every human you possibly can, go to every class you possibly can, touch everybody you possibly can. Why do that much? Why go that far? Why share that much? Why give that much away? Why try to see everything? Why try to do everything? Why try to become everything? The first question to ponder when you go home is why. Here's another good answer to why. It's the second question. Why not? Why not see how much you can earn? Why not see how much you can learn? Why not see how many skills you can develop? Why not see what kind of person you can become? Why not see what kind of influence you can have? Why not see how many people you can rescue from oblivion? I want you to take that personal. Why not? Why not? You've got to stay here till you go. I mean, what else are you going to do? Why not see how much you can do, how far you can go? Now, here's number 3. Why not you? You've got the brains. You can make decisions. You can study the plan. You can change your life. You can grow immensely in the next few years. You can make your dreams come true. You can build a financial wall around your family nothing can get through. You can become healthy. You can become powerful. Why not you? My very last question on the questions to ponder is why not now? There never was a better time. And what a time now for us to take this dream and not let it die. Take this dream and give it life. Take this dream and breathe into it your own personal soul until finally it becomes a flame that burns around the whole world.
All right. Hold on. Stop share.